As we've seen time and time again, more and more publishers are falling in love with the Switch and its sales. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach, and Gabe is here alongside me. Quick update video. Take-Two had a conference call where the CEO, Strauss Zelnick, talked about how confident they are in the Nintendo Switch. He said, quote, "We were excited 6 months ago and supportive. We're excited now. We have NBA 2K and WWE 2K coming for Switch. The sales have been great. We expect sales to continue to be great. We're very optimistic around the platform. We're very supportive of Nintendo. So the only thing that's changed in the last 6 months is our initial belief has been reinforced by the early, very strong results." So confirming that they are happy with the Switch, they are pumped about 2K, they are pumped about WWE. Doesn't give a direct indication that there will be more titles, but any company that is pleased with sales, as long as those two sell well, you got to imagine they will be bringing more properties to the platform.
BioShock Collection, make it happen.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah, I think that's probably at the top of my list of things that I will want. But like you said, it doesn't mean that there are necessarily more games confirmed or anything. But
right,
if you're happy with the sales, like you mentioned, you're gonna make more games so you can continue to be happy with them. And Take-Two Interactive, they are the parent company to 2K, so Borderlands being a possibility as well. So there's a lot of things that could happen. But would Borderlands be a big announcement? Let's say Borderlands got announced and it was coming day and date for Switch with the other platforms. Would that move the needle for you as far as a big third party game that you would want?
I don't know that it moves the needle. I think it would be a fantastic fit for Switch. I feel like Borderlands 3, given the pedigree of the franchise and the studio, it's not as big as a title as, even to me, as an NBA, but I do think it would add some oomph to the Switch, just being able to support multi-platform titles. I worry about that game being more Destiny-like and always online, how the Switch will handle that. Do you think Take-Two is more the kind of company that would bring, like you mentioned, a BioShock collection or the original Red Dead Redemption or some sort of old GTA collection? LA Noire was rumored at one point, things of that sort.
I think the Rockstar games are a little bit trickier. I mean, because Rockstar won't have any part of it. They're working on Red Dead. That's their thing now. So if these games do come, they're being ported over by someone who knows who ports them over at that point. I think Rockstar things are probably not happening. Right? I mean, what's the last time we had a Rockstar game on Nintendo? It's been a little while. The
Chinatown Wars on
3DS.
DS?
Yeah, I meant
DS,
more, a home console. I'm sure there's something. The table tennis games that happened in 2006, I believe. And that was on Wii, so that's the last one I can think of.
Yeah, it's hard because it's okay, the sports stuff is, obviously a fine fit. I think the level of investment depends also on how well 2K18 and WWE sell, right? How well do these non-Nintendo, more mainstream $60 products sell? And NBA is slightly hampering itself with the weird decision to release digitally day and date with Xbox One and PS4 and then physically later in the fall. I would love to know the backstory to that decision. It's definitely a weird one, but yeah, I feel like if those two do really well, it doesn't hurt to make collections. It doesn't hurt to make some ports. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that say, stop championing ports, stop championing remakes. We don't want that. We don't want old games. We want new games. But you're right. Is Red Dead Redemption 2 going to come to the Switch? No. They said that there's motion capture being worked on for GTA 6 potentially. Is that coming to the Switch? No. So it's what would you want? The Borderlands 3 seems like the only other. I mean, XCOM 2, I think, if it could run, would be
That could be cool, or even not the original XCOM. I'm not talking about way back then. I'm talking about the one right before this, Enemy Unknown. Maybe put that on there, because porting is easy on Switch. Of course, speaking relatively, developers have made it known that the Switch is really easy to develop for, and that they can do things in a quick manner. So as long as the cost isn't too high for some of these things, why not release like BioShock like on Switch?
Or, I think Civilization would be a good fit. Or like a new Civ Rev. That could be a solid fit. They bought Kerbal Space Program, so that's one, maybe?
Well, Kerbal's coming to Switch, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
We've heard of that. So, actually, hold on, let me check that. I think we know that. Let's see. Wait, why the hell did I think that it was coming to Switch?
Don't know.
Never mind. I gotta edit that. Nope.
Okay. So yeah, I think if you look more at the non-Rockstar catalog, you're probably, gonna find more plausibility there. But that's not to say that, I don't know, Bully or LA Noire or something along those lines maybe hits the system. But I think like a Civ Rev would be a fantastic fit. I think XCOM, like we mentioned, Kerbal, and then obviously the sports stuff. And I don't think it was in the works initially, but Borderlands, I don't know. Would you want to play a Borderlands 1 and 2 just because you could take it on the go, like if they did like a double pack or something?
No,
or a triple pack?
No, I don't want to
Handsome collection or whatever? Yeah.
No, I don't want to go back and play those at all.
Yeah. Hey, Evolve 2 on the Switch. That's my dream.
That'll be the Switch's savior. Evolve 2. Yeah.
The Switch doesn't need a savior. That's what's interesting about these discussions, that the Switch is doing super well. So it's like,
sure.
When does the conversation switch from, what old properties and old games can they possibly bring over to make some extra cash, to, hey, this thing has 10 million units out there, let's put some legitimate new games out there. And I think I'm excited to cross that threshold. Maybe it'll happen as we enter next year after a really successful holiday, after Mario and Zelda are out of the way, after we do clear that double-digit million console penetration. Maybe then we'll get that to that point, because I'd love to next year be making these videos and say like, such and such is talking about this, and it's not like, what can we pull out of our catalog and port, but what new thing is going to be getting also released on Switch. So let us know your thoughts on what maybe Take-Two could bring to the table for the Nintendo console, and what you'd like to see, and when you think that sort of equation will flip in the direction of more new games, or at least more games that are directly comparable to their PS4, Xbox One counterparts. In the meantime, thanks so much for watching. Hope you're having a fantastic day. For myself and Gabe, Switch Force out.